fundamental concepts of algebra. Now today we are going to discuss in the module 2 fundamental operations. Now operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions. These four operations, how we do in the algebra, let's understand. So here we go. Now first thing we will understand in this module is addition, okay, or add. Addition is very simple. If I ask you 5 mangoes and 6 mangoes, how many total mangoes you have? The answer is 5 plus 6, 11 mangoes, right? But if I change this like this, I have 7 mangoes and 3 apple. Now how many mangoes I have? The answer is I have just 7 mangoes, or I have just 3 apples. So we only can add, what we have to understand here, we can only add when we have both the mangoes, both the places, same thing. Am I right? Then only I'll get the final answer in the same format. But if I have mango and apple, can we add it? Is it possible to add these two? No, you cannot add them. So you can write this one. This one can be written as, instead of plus and sign, we will write here. We can write like, 5. How we can write? 5 mango for M plus 6 mangoes. Total answer is 11 M. Right? So we have added. So how we are able to add it? Because the variable, I hope you remember the last module. If you confused about why we are able to add these, and if I convert this one into the algebraic expressions, 7 mangoes and we are adding, so 7 mangoes plus 3 apple A. Can we add these two? No, we cannot able to add it because there is a variable is different, means one is mango, another one is apple, so you cannot add a mango and apple, right? Similarly, so for this you need to have what kind of expressions? We have learned this kind of expressions when your variable is same, that is called like terms. So only like term can be added or subtracted. Remember this, like terms and like variable. So let's move to the next further part. So I hope you understood what you can add and what you cannot add is called variable of difference. They are called these two. These two right now is not like term, they are called unlike. To understand like and unlike, if you have doubts, you can go on my previous module number 1, okay, and there we have explained the fundamental concepts of algebra, and link will be given in the descriptions. Now let's move to the next part. My dear students, now after this, very simple, now you understood the like terms only can be get added or subtracted. Let's move to the more complicated examples. For example, I have suppose 5x plus 9x plus 6x. So what will be the answer? So you don't have to worry about these x because these like the mangoes. So how many times mango is written is not important. How many times mango is written here like this 5. So 5 mangoes, 11 mangoes, 6 mangoes. So here also we have how many times x? 5 times 9x, 9 times x and 6 times x. So how many total I have? Very simple. 5 plus 9, 14. 14 plus 6, 20. And what will come as answer? 20x. As you can see, all they have the x. That means they all are having the like term like this. So let's move to this part and hope you understood. So more different examples. Example number 2. Let's begin with the example number 2. Suppose you have like 2x square y plus 9x square y plus 20x square y. Is that all variables are same? Yeah, if the variables are same, that means they are all like terms, so you can add just their coefficients. I would say they're constants. Okay, these constants, and these constants, if you add 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 20, 11 plus 20, 31. And what will come here? X squared y. Understood? So this is how this addition in algebra works. Let's move to the next concepts. And let me ask you this one more question, and I want you to try. And suppose I have a question like this. How about a b plus 9ab plus 7ba. Is that all a like term? See it very carefully. This is AB, this is AB, this is BA. Is that BA and AB is the same thing? Many students get confused about this. Remember that whenever you are writing like AB, actually you are nothing but writing A into B. Clear? Now if you write A into B, or if you write B into A, just the value changes. It's something like 2 into 3. If A value is 2, 3B value is 3, and you're writing 2 into 3, it's the same thing as a 3 into A, 3 into 2. So both ways it is correct. So whether it is A into B or B into A, or I would say whether it is A into B or B, A or AB. So your AB is nothing but same as BA. They can be any sequence, but they are same. Okay, they have the same things. There are same variables are there. So that is called like term. So these both are like terms. So this is also a like AB only. The only B written first and A written later. So let's start. AB. How many AB I have? 1 here. How many AB here? 9, and here 7. 1 plus 9, 10. 10 plus 7, 17. So answer is 17 AB. You may ask, sir, AB, but it is written BA. So can we write BA only? Your wish. But normally we write AB. It looks good. If you write BA, that answer will not wrong. Okay. Now let's move to the next part, subtraction. After additions, let's moving to this beautiful part, beautiful operations called subtraction. Okay, now subtractions means we have to subtract it. Subtraction, be careful always about subtractions. So we have here subtraction. Again, you have to follow the like term. In addition and subtractions, like terms plays very vital role. So make sure that you understand your like terms properly. If you're not able to see it like terms, we're not able to find the like terms in the given expressions, then you will definitely find it difficult. So I would suggest that take care of small details, and algebra is yours. Okay, so let's move to this part. Suppose I will going to do the same thing, but the only thing is here coming. What about subtraction? Suppose I have 11 mangoes. Again, you might be frustrated about mangoes, so let's change that. Suppose there are 11 mans are there, and from them 6 people left from there. Okay, oh sorry, it's supposed to write men. Okay, 6 men are there now left. So how many are left? How many people is remain there? So 11 minus 6, 5 men still standing there. So as you can see, both the places men were there, so you got a man in answer. Okay, so this is what exactly. Let's change into the algebraic expressions. So if I write this one as 11m subtracting the 6m, answer is 5m. So simple. You have to just subtract the constants, that is mean the numbers, and make sure that your this one variables, these variables should be same. That is called like. That precautions you have taken. Addition subtraction is only possible with the like terms. So let's go to the next part. If I give you like this, tell me if you understood. So if I have 102 apples, 102 apples, subtracting the 2 apples, what I'll get? Simple, 100 apples, right? So you understood. Now third example, be careful. Third example I'm writing here, and if I have 330ab minus 6b, what is the answer? What will be the answer? Is that, can you say find this peculiarity of this example? Here the variable is AB and here is only B, so that means they are not a like term. So you cannot add or subtract the like. You cannot add and subtract the unlike terms. So the answer will be as a question itself. So AB, 30AB minus 6B. Got it? It's so simple. If they are not likes, don't do anything. Just leave that as question as it is. Now let's see another example. Fourth one, it will help you to understand more better way, and I want this one you try. You can pause the video and can give answer for this. Okay, suppose you have 9p pq square plus pq squared minus 7pq squared. What is the first thing you need to see? Is that all variables are same? Is that all variables are same? pq squared, pq squared, pq squared? Yes, of course, all are same. So that means you can add and subtract. Here I have given both the operations here. So 9 plus 1, 10, and minus 7. 10 minus 7, 3 p q squared. I hope you understood. Yeah, and this is common for both. If you remember this one, AB or nothing but BA, because A into B and B into A. I hope you understood the subtraction.